Your discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
Spend time with your family? Sure I do. Good.
Like TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it. Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Wrestling Asylum with your boy, Neko. My boy, Eric, is usually around here somewhere.
Yeah, well, I had to take care of something real quick. So before we get underway, first, how are you, good sir? It is February 15th. You know, there's this thing that happened. I get some cases of the sometimers on my way to Alzheimer's. But I think I have something I need to say to you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't do this very often, but as you can see on the banner at the bottom of your screen.
Thank you very much.
You belong with me in the zoo. Dear Neko. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, my
man. How old are we today?
Gonna be turning 30. Big 30.
You'll be getting there in 10 years. Don't worry. You're going to be starting. My hip. Oh, this hurts.
My knees are already starting, man. My knees are already giving out.
Ugh, tell me about it. But folks, before we get underway, some breaking news last night took place after Grand Slam. The Inspiration has joined All Elite Wrestling. So they are going to be chasing the tag titles. I got a funny feeling the Babes of Wrath, they're going to get a run for their money. I got to admit, the Iconics, the Inspiration, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they've been putting in work. They're looking better than they used to. The Walt Disney, the porno star off of Temu, shit the bed, and they've been putting in some work, and it looks like, dude, they're getting there. So don't sleep on them just yet. But you all know what time it is. We got to pay the bills. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified. Telegram, Google Plus, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. What can Brown do for you? FedEx can suck my dick, and the post office. Well, I used to work for them, so go fuck yourselves. But folks, you got to make sure you check out the link tree. That's linktree.com/Off the Top Ropes podcast. This gets you to the link to all the shows, where to find us, the merch, our brand ambassadors. Stay up to date. Never miss an episode. Check out the archives. Give the pod mob some love. But I'm going to ask you, did you kick that coffee habit? Dubby and Swift Energy. Lots of flavors. Good shit. And coffee goes bye-bye. 10 or 15% off with the promo code OTTRMOB. And make sure you check out Okazi Clothing and Habits 365 Clothing. I got some cool-ass merch. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you. The boss is in the house. Like, share, subscribe. You know it. Always good to see the boss in the building. But make sure you check that out. Because I'm going to tell you, they got some good merch. And you could look fly at the family barbecue this summer, on the beach chasing some tail. Or, if you bat for the home team, who I love you to death, chase that person you're trying to woo. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to check out our merch store, bonfire.com/store/ Off the Top Rope Network. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got tanks, we got hats. Apparently I found slippers too, dude. Tell me about it. So if you want to keep your feet warm and toasty while we're still in this winter/early spring bullshit, make sure you check us out. We got to pay the bills, baby. That's how I keep the lights on. So we got everything from the Pod Mob Men, the Asylum, Black Hearts Angels, different colors, different styles. But above all else, if you're not doing that and checking out our brand ambassadors and theirs, anything else is just too civilized. But
Real quick, I want to say thank you to Eric. I want to say thank you to the boss man. I want to say thank you to the OTTR network and the pod mobs for wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are family to me. And I just want to say I'm thankful for being here.
Now, before we get underway with the first part of the program, we always explain to the folks at home, for you new viewers, what's going to happen in the second half. In the second half, we're going to have an interesting what if segment. So it came to me last week, we love this R-rated legend Hall of Famer. But there was a question that came to mind. What if Edge never became or evolved to the rated R superstar? How would that have affected his rivalry with John Cena, The Undertaker, and so many more other talent in pro wrestling throughout his career? Would it have impacted his tag team partnership with Christian Cage? Would he have shown up in AEW to do his thing and close out? We know he's, recovering from injury, taking care of family business and other obligations, but we're going to see him back very soon. But that question has always crossed my mind, and we're going to dive into it today. Of course, I have a funny feeling, Nick, you got a piss match of the week in mind. Trust me. We're going to be shitting on some shit. And then you want to know what really grinds my gears this week? We're going to find out. But first, I hate to say it, we got a problem within the Vision. It is official. Is the Vision dead? Recently, within the last 2 weeks, we can now confirm that Bron Breakker not only had to have hernia surgery after an incident less than 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, lifting the fucking announcer's table. And it turns out it was a significant injury. We already know Seth is injured. Maybe that's the attacker. We'll wait to see. But, the fact of the matter is, with Bron Breakker now in a very difficult situation, being on a wave of momentum, even though he got screwed at the Rumble, what plans that were in place going into WrestleMania here in April with this hernia surgery and the report and confirmation that it was significant enough that it's going to put him out of action for several months in recovery. Normally for hernia, it's 8 to 10 weeks, but given the severity of the injury from the reports, it seems to me the badass, the dog is in trouble. Could this, for the love of God, be the guy to step up and take his place? Yeah, TJ, I agree with you. All hail to the motherfucking no. So, Nick, I want to start with you, and I want to ask this. Ooh. Blackheart makes a valid point. Seth Rollins returns to demolish the Vision. Does Logan Paul become the leader, or does it get disbanded based on the severity of this injury? Nick, I'm going to start with you. Tell us what your thoughts are, brother. The center stage is yours, birthday boy.
Are we going with his question, or are we going with my thoughts on what's going on with the Vision? Because I can do either.
Let's start with the options Blackheart proposed, and then your thoughts with the Vision as a whole.
All right. So I'm just going to roll back the chat just so I can see it again. So Seth returns to demolish. Logan Paul takes over as leader. I definitely would not want to see Logan Paul as the de facto leader, which tells me there's a 80% chance that that's probably going to happen, considering how Triple H has been booking recently. I have a theory, not really, and I'm not talking Austin here. They probably haven't done much leading into it, but the masked man, we never figured out that man, right? I thought for a while that it could have been Seth Rollins. So I do think Seth will be back. I don't think that Bron Breakker needs the Vision. If anything, I do kind of think that the Vision is kind of disbanded. No one really cares for Bronson Reed. The only one that people care about Seth Rollins, but they're either keeping him reserved for right now or he's still on injury. And Bron Breakker, he's going to take a while to come back, I guess, from this hernia removal. But I think the vision just kind of fizzled overall. I think they're just letting it naturally die. With that being said, though, there again is an 80% chance that Logan Paul probably is going to be the de facto leader because I hate that option. So,
all right. So right now, as it sits, the vision was doing something. We were starting to get some kind of traction in terms of, they're getting pissed at Adam Pearce. Could the unthinkable with an appearance by the final boss to set things straight? There was a tease by Paul Heyman, but now this has happened. I do believe Seth will return. We've been getting teased with it with the Masked Man again, with the stomp, the screw over at the Rumble. Then we saw, Bron lift the announce table, which caused the hernia. And I can tell you alone, hernias usually take 8 weeks up to 10 to fully recover. But guess what? From reports, it seems to me he's going to be out a little bit longer, and this is going to impact what plans are for Vegas. And last night, breaking, MJF retained against Brody King in a violent match, and the stage is set. Hangman Adam Page earlier in the night defeated Andre El Idolo in a classic. Hangman has signed the contract. Sunday night, March 15th, pay-per-view, HBO Max. It will be the world title. MJF will defend against the Hangman. Will the Hangman reclaim to become the first 3-time AEW champion, or will MJF have another trick up his sleeve to slither through and retain, and we find out what goes at Double or Nothing?
Moxley didn't have it 3 times?
Moxley had it 4.
Then I thought you said the first 3-time champ.
He would be the second 3-time champ.
Oh.
Sorry. I misspoke. I told you. I'm getting fucking Alzheimer's. I'm getting old.
It would be a shit promotion like
What do you say fuck me for?
It would be a shit promotion like AEW that gives John Moxley 4 title reigns.
Well, they had no choice but to put it on him because of, the issue with your boy, even though I do, looking back, understand why it happened, this, that, and the third. But back to the original point. Here's my thing. All right. Logan Paul, natural heel. I respect the fact that he came from where he came from and he's putting in fucking work. You can't say he hasn't, because look at what he's been able to do in terms of getting over the crowd and pissing them off. And in the ring, he has put in work. He's one celebrity that put in work and is doing this now full time.
I have a question for you.
Possible answer.
Because I mean, I think I might know because you're not a terrible wrestling fan. You actually have good opinions. I saw a discussion video the other day, and one of the questions was, or not really a question, it was more of a statement that they were starting a debate. WWE needs Logan Paul more than Logan Paul needs WWE. What do you think?
Ooh. That's a hard one to kind of, in a way that almost sounds, and this is just spitballing, this almost sounds like a catch-22.
I'm offended when people dismiss me as a hater. I don't like that term.
And what I mean by that is WWE needs him in terms of grabbing the casual fan. He needs it because, money for one, and 2, getting himself back, keeping himself relevant and out there. Now, I'm not saying he's, world champ. Dio mio, heaven forbid. But my point is this. He is a talent other than Jelly Roll, who's done 1 or 2 appearances and put in some work. He is another talent that put in work. One guy that we all know put in work against Damian Priest was Bad Bunny. Nobody expected that out of him. Even The Miz said on 6 Feet Under with The Undertaker. Same thing. He put in.
Oh, shucky.
Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts. Woo!
I mean,
I was at Mania 37, and the crowd pop when he hit that sunset flip, or not sunset flip. I think it was the Canadian Destroyer on Johnny Mundo. The pop from that, insane.
Exactly. And so, like I said, overall, it's a catch-22 statement, in my opinion. Now, as far as everything that's happened now that Bron Breakker's down, how do I want to put this? So sometimes I have no filter.
Oh boy.
Bron Breakker is on the rise. Here's the problem. What is the one thing that you notice, not work in ring or anything, that he's still nervous? I'll give you a clue. Brock Lesnar was the same way in his young career and when he got back. What am I thinking of?
He's both same thing with Brock Lesnar. The perfect specimen of what you want for a wrestler. And honestly, you can kind of lump in Bobby Lashley. If we're going down the same road that I'm thinking, you can also kind of lump Bobby Lashley in there too, of amazing physique, great in the ring, doesn't do great on the mic.
Thank you. I was just about to say that. You read my mind. Lashley can talk to a degree, not 5-star whatever promo.
His voice kind of sells him though.
I met the guy. Great guy, nice, cool to talk to, shoot the shit, whatever. In the ring, dominant like a motherfucker. Here's the problem.
He's just too soft spoken. Like his voice is so nice.
On the mic as a babyface, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine when he's in babyface. Heel, fucking forget it. You're gonna need MVP.
Yes.
Okay. Brock Lesnar, Bron Breakker, both needed Heyman. Now, in recent years, Brock has done the promo by himself and felt okay. Not over the top, 100% confidence, but okay enough that the fans continue to love him or hate him. Doesn't matter which side he's on.
As long as he doesn't go on long spiels, because he's usually like a couple lines and he's done.
Oh, yeah. Roman Reigns had to get there, and look what happened. We had 4 years with the bloodline. It got him to where he needed to be. And Heyman was at his side. Punk had Heyman the first go around, did it because it would piss everybody off, and it works. But it helped Punk get even better and more comfortable than he already was to begin with. Now, Bron Breakker, like you said, fantastic specimen. Still nervous on the mic. And you could tell that when he showed up in the main roster. And correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm lying, dying, ain't shed a tear, put a tear in my beer. Thank the Lord for titties and beer. Because,
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
With both. I've got the tea, and you.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Roman has come a long way from suffering succotash. So
tell me about it. And that took a while. But overall, and I'm going to also throw this to the chat, Braun is solid in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
We have a different problem. On the mic, he needs a mouthpiece. He's got it in Heyman. There is no doubt about that. Here's my issue. Upon Braun's return, will he lose momentum? We have seen this. Nick, you've seen it. I've seen it. We have seen talent who gained momentum get hurt like a motherfucker and lose their momentum. Okay.
But we've also seen people who had hella momentum get put on the injured reserve and then come back to an insane pop and degree. Like I'm thinking of Kane. I'm thinking of Triple H when he tore his leg. I'm thinking of even, well, this is unfair because he's the greatest of all time, but even John Cena's amazing return. Yeah,
This one,
yeah, Stone Cold. I think it's possible. We never, but these are legends to us now, mind you. So at the time,
absolutely,
it's the same thing with Braun.
They'll become legends when we're old and gray as fuck.
Exactly, and I think it's going to be the same thing with Bron Breakker because he's just that damn good, man.
He's got the skill. The mic issue came when he was Intercontinental Champion. You and I both saw that. Fans saw that. Now, back to Blackheart's comment. Seth comes to destroy it. Logan Paul takes the reins, or they disband it. I don't think you need to put this on Logan's shoulders. Not saying he wouldn't be fully capable. Here's my problem with it. If you do that, you risk a lot of capital. If he fucks up big, I mean diarrhea shits the bed, screwed, royally fucked.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying that to dismiss him or anything like that. What I am saying is we have a no-win situation. It's a you must lose problem. The biggest example of my concern for Logan, and now I'm really having to think about it. Name one talent that they put as the leader of a group, fucked up, and then they had to get out of it and disband it. Think for a minute.
Or so it was one member that fucked up, so they disbanded it.
Yeah, like they were on a roll when this guy took over, and then all of a sudden...
Oh, so he took over, so it wasn't like he was the original de facto leader?
Correct. He ended up getting severely hurt because he fucking miscued in a match. Put him out for quite a while. And when he got back, they had to disband the group because it didn't just lose their momentum. They tried to put a new leader to get in there, and it just tanked.
Why did so? My brain keeps filling in one group's name, but it doesn't fully fit the mold because they were still successful. I will say it in a second. The de facto leader that stepped up, the group was still successful for a while. I want to say DX for some reason.
You could say that, but Triple H took the ball and nailed it.
Yeah, that's the problem was he kind of nailed it.
DX nailed it. You want to know what happened? I'll give you this. You might disagree. Aces and eights.
Oh my God.
Because here was the original idea backstage. Bully Ray originally was not supposed to be the true leader. Do you know who was in the room when they had the voice changer on and Abyss went to confront them, and then he found out and they kidnapped him, kayfabe the HJ? Do you want to know who it was? And this guy got hurt off a fucking choke slam. And I'll give you the biggest hint. He used to run WCW.
Oh my God. Don't tell me it was going to be the Bish.
Yes. Bischoff was supposed to shock everybody.
I'm actually kind of glad we got Bully Ray. I ain't going to lie to you.
Bully Ray did a good job. I'm not saying he didn't. He was able to evolve into what we know and respect to this day. But that group, Bischoff was supposed to be the leader. He took a nasty move before that whole shtick started. Put him out. Think about it. Even Immortal at one point went to shit. So think about that. Okay. Overall, the vision has grown on me a little bit. I've been impressed. I do think, that outside interference gets overused way too much, no matter what fucking company. But at this point, we got a problem. If Braun takes more than 3 months, first, Braun, I hate to say this, but you knew better. You shouldn't have fucking messed with the announce desk doing what you did, causing the injury. So you have to get this. You ain't shit. You fucked yourself. Because here's my scenario for him. You know, I know, night 2 of WrestleMania, it will be Roman and Punk closing it. Period. Here's what I think we do. In this case, you're going to have double outside interference. Here's why. 1, you have to bring a culmination to the Vision. The other, I will get to in a minute. So here's what happens. Punk, Roman, duking it out. Vision hit the ring to try and fuck Punk. All of a sudden, the masked man shows up, stomps Roman, stops Punk. It's Seth. And instead of pulling Roman on Punk, Punk gets pulled on Roman, cover, second curb stop, simply grabs the mic and goes, if anybody's gonna take that fucking thing from him, it's me. And Roman, you're in my way. That's it. Then you can go into Raw and go from there. But you kill 2 birds, 1 stone. 1, you are able to close the Vision out because he's attacked them, put Heyman in check. Unfortunately, he has to, again, stab Roman. I hate saying this. The only one that would be able to stop it, and you know who I'm thinking of. He's in AEW, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
Exactly. But Punk and Seth still have unfinished business. Now,
I have an idea.
Hang on.
I have an idea I want to run by you. Oh, I'm sorry. Good.
No, I'm just finishing my thought. I'll let you propose it. Now, if Punk retains, and this goes down, you never know. Never say never.
I hope he does.
If that happens, guess what you can do now? Keep Seth healthy, build to SummerSlam. Braun comes back, he's 100%, and he's fucking livid. He goes rough shot. Get to SummerSlam. Here's what I book. Something that Heyman was well known for in ECW. A triple threat triangle eliminator. The world championship is up for grabs. It's Breakker, it's Seth, it's Punk. Here's how I book it. And you're going to get pissed, but you're going to see the bigger picture when I'm done. Breakker goes to take down Seth, hits Punk, has to take the pin. Punk takes the pin. He's eliminated. We already have a new champion in order. So now the Vision piece comes into focus. Is Seth going to say, fuck you, I'm killing what I created myself? Or is Braun going to turn around and go, motherfucker, I put you down. I'm taking that. And you're not getting in the way. I'm putting you down again. And they go at it and boom. Nasty 15, 25 mile an hour fucking spear from Braun because that motherfucker got cardio like a sumbitch. And boom. Oh, yeah. New world champion. I think that could work, but you're going to have to build it from Mania to SummerSlam. You're going to have to go on a logical level for it. What is your idea before we continue on to our next topic of discussion?
Similar to, what you would want to build for the Bron Breakker, Seth Rollins potential feud for Vision. I have something slightly in the idea, but slightly different. So we're going to have to get over this hump of him being injured already. So let's say we're past that point. He's come back. He's white hot. He somehow made the bounce back. He's in the title scene for the sake of the conversation. Let's say that Punk retained, okay? And it also kind of builds to the potential story here. Punk
Okay, just one
retains.
side note. We don't have a Money in the Bank to worry about.
Yeah, that's
At
true.
least not yet. So
Yeah,
continue.
I don't even think that this feud will. It'll go past it, but like where I'm talking about, it doesn't even involve Money in the Bank yet. So Bron Breakker comes back. He's white hot. He's definitely a shoo-in to be the number one contender for CM Punk's championship, and we're building towards that. As we're working on his promo skills, or even just having Paul talk in the ring, you start seeing vignettes randomly flash. You see like an image of a white face, like a woman's face with her eyes covered by like some wraps, and like in red streak it says, "Do you have faith?" It is just that you just keep getting weird vignettes like that, right? Hear me out. We get to the CM Punk Bron Breakker match. The ring is surrounded halfway through. Lights go out, lights go on. You see a bunch of masked men surrounding the whole ring. Well, maybe more like 5. We'll say 5 masked men surrounding each side of the ring.
Call up the Shield from Temu.
Nope. Even better. They attack Bron Breakker and CM Punk, beating the shit out of both of them, but they throw Punk out of the ring. They're holding Braun down. The main man takes off his mask. It is Seth Rollins. He has a new faction of NXT superstars and throwaways. I say throwaways, meaning people on the main roster that feel like they have no direction, and they're called the Blind Faithful. And they're there to take on the Vision. He wants to destroy what he built with his Blind Faithful flock. That's what I think would be really cool.
Okay, that cool. And breaking news for those fans out there who haven't been seeing Rusev in some time, I'm going to tell you why. He is in Hollywood right now filming with one Kevin James. The new film is called Guns Up. So keep your eyes out for that.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Thank you. And bring me my fucking themed goddamn stages. Damn it.
Well, they keep giving them to NXT, like Judgment Day and shit. Like, come on, man.
Okay, so Blackheart saying that would be something like the MJF Devil's angle with Adam Cole. I could see where that's coming from, and he's got a point. But the one point that Blackheart made earlier with the 3 choices about the Vision, that's one I don't think we want to go down. Because if you want to go that far, I can't tell everybody who, but a little birdie has informed me that the name below is medically fucking 100%.
I better see Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis at the next Survivor Series.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I'd love that. That'd be so sick.
Oh, that would fuck everything up, though. KB's right.
That's true.
But we're going to leave it there because, well, Friday night was TNA No Surrender. And, well, even though I didn't get a full match card, I'm going to go down the list and I'm going to give you the results. And then we're going to dive into it, okay? So TNA No Surrender was back home in Nashville, Tennessee this past Friday and had an appearance by the one and only Jelly Roll. To kick things off, the women's #1 contender battle royal saw the Wild Child, Jody Threat, win after eliminating the Diamond Tessa Blanchard when she originally believed she won after tossing out the sexy and Mara Sade. And for all you fans out there who are single and thought she was in CNA anyway, I hate to tell you, she's taken. I need a moment. I need a moment. As Will Smith, the one time when he caught his mama getting freaky. Mama, no! Trey Miguel defeated Stax Lorenzo to become the new international championship, even with an attempt by Adriana Grace to interfere, which backfired. Then AJ Francis came out to commentary and tried to talk trash on Jelly Roll. He would watch his partner, Mike Jackson, fall to Mace Warner after Steph DeLander came to Warner's aid, and both of them put Francis on notice. Then
Wait, question. Is TNA still working with WWE or did they stop that?
No, they still are.
Okay, because I was going to say,
I'm
no way
about-
Jelly Roll did both.
Yes, he didn't get in the ring. He made an appearance in the audience.
Oh, okay.
Then, in one of the shocking first moments of the night, Heather and M by Elegance defended the Knockouts titles against Indy Hartwell and Zaya Brookside in a back and forth. Right after the Elegance brand retained, hardcore country herself, Mickie James, showed up. Her and Ash by Elegance clashed, but it begs the question, why is the double Hall of Famer coming after the Elegance brand? What's her agenda and what made her come back? Eric Young defeated BDE in a hell of a matchup. I gotta say, I loved every minute of it. And then Yi Ling Lee, aka Xia Li, the Knockouts champion, in the second shocker of the night, fell to Adriana Grace, who is the new TNA Knockouts champion, after she not only stole the Cobra from her father and used it after a distraction from Stax Lorenzo. After the match, Santino went to confront his daughter, only to be met by Daria Ray, aka Sonya Deville. And now we have a clash of who truly runs the authority of TNA. And
Moose.
And the new TNA Women's Champion will face Jody Threat in her first defense in the not too distant future. The Hardys and the Righteous teamed against Order 4 and fell to Mustafa Ali, Jason Hotch, John Schuyler, and Special Agent Zero, Empire State Wrestling's own hometown boy, Bill Collier. And well, what does this do now between the Hardys and the Righteous? We're going to find out, because still lurking in the shadows is Elijah. And you never know when that guitar is going to get played or get swung. Then, in our main event that saw tons of chaos, early in the match, it was a tag team match between X Division champion Leon Slater and TNA World Champion Mike Santana against Nick Nemeth and Eddie Edwards. During the match, recently fired after grabbing the fired case in the Feast or Fired ladder match, Steve Macklin attacked the world champion, leaving Slater alone for a 2-on-1 assault from other members of the system. Then, during the beatdown on Leon Slater, the familiar tunes of the entrance by Moose hit the speakers, and Moose hit the ring to make the save. While Moose would battle Eddie Edwards on the outside, Leon Slater and Nick Nemeth continued to duke it out in the ring, with Nick Nemeth falling to Leon Slater after the massive Swanton 450, allowing Santana and Slater to pick up the victory. That was the main event of No Surrender. Now, all this, where is it going to go? What will be the fallout Thursday on Impact, 8 o'clock on AMC? Now, the one question I have, Mickie James's return. What is this about? Is she here to restore balance? Is there something she wants? Or is she pissed off about the supposed swerve by Ash by Elegance and her supposed relinquishment of the Knockouts title and quote-unquote retirement? We're going to find out. We now have a number one contender to face the newly crowned Knockouts champion Adriana Grace, the wild child Jody Threat. Can she pull it off? I hope so. But don't be surprised if Stax, Tiny Dick Lorenzo is lurking around. So keep an eye on that. Nick, what's causing all this? We want your thoughts. Talk to him, baby.
What's causing Mickie James to come back specifically? That could be any number of things. Honestly, I'm just glad that she is back. I wish she would do more in-ring stuff. Anyway, I don't know if she's coming back managerially, like to do some sort of admin role, or if she's going to be in-ring. I just think she's going to be a top-tier talent again. She's always been a top-tier talent. But honestly, a lot of the things you brought up, it seems kind of up in the air as far as that goes. There is a bit about TNA that I actually wanted to discuss with you in general, actually. Hell, this might even be a whole segment for another show, and if you want to, that's totally cool with me too. But if you want to discuss it now, that'd be kind of sick too. We were talking about the whole match card. We were talking about the whole match card, and we brought up the Hardys, and then that made me remember the Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys match where they had the retirement match, and it made me think, how much longer does the Hardys have it in them? And then that made me think, how much longer does Edge and Christian have in them? Because we already kind of fucked up John Cena's retirement tour. We didn't get the Edge match that we desperately wanted because we know why. Do you think there is a chance? And I don't know if it'll be to retire Edge and Christian. I don't know if it'll probably be to retire the Hardy Boys. But do you think it's possible, whether it's in TNA or if they pop up in AEW for one time, do you think we will get Edge and Christian versus the Hardys one more time?
All right. Truth. Anything could happen. Anything's possible. I'll say this. In my honest opinion, it could. But at the same time, here's what I think. We already saw the Dudleys and what they did. Okay, with the Hardys. Do I think it could happen? Maybe. Do I think it will happen? I don't know. That is one tough question. Do I want to see it? Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, come on. If you don't think for a minute I don't want to see it, well, I would. I definitely would.
Oh yeah, like a pony. I'm a pony.
I would. I think one more round, Edge and Christian and the Hardys would be great. We already got it from the Dudleys and them, with the Dudleys hanging it up. But it's going to depend on a lot of XO factors. WWE partnership and timing. We may not get it. Correct. We don't need that. I think leave the ladder match, leave the chairs, leave the tables out of it. Do it the way they should. Tag team as it should. End of story. Overall, what did you think about the card for No Surrender, man?
TNA always puts on a fairly decent show. They just don't have the crazy budget that other promotions have. I've always said that they were the underdog. I always loved TNA. I will always give love to TNA. The only time I really didn't like TNA was when they were getting really fucked over by WWE on a weekly basis, but they seem to have calmed down on that. So I thought it was good.
I think they've realized they didn't want to shit the bed. And, well, before we go to commercial, seeing as how it's your birthday, what kind of piss match of the week you got in mind, buddy boy?
Well, since it is my birthday, I wanted to kind of have a little bit of a special blowout for it.
Okay.
It is not a piss match. It is a piss promotion of the week.
Uh-oh.
You get this spiel basically weekly here, but it's time to hit it again. Just for the one time, just for the two time, just for the people in the back to hear me. Fuck TKO. Fuck WWE. Fuck Triple H. Fuck Bruce Pritchard.
Like, what did he say fuck me for?
Several reasons. I think we might have even talked about this last week, but I read earlier this week, and I watched an interview about it, that TKO held a meeting to talk about the low ticket sales for next WrestleMania.
You mean the one here in Vegas again?
Yes. And out of that, they said, well, we're going to keep the ticket prices the same. People want to spend that money to make it feel like it was premium. Get fucked. You are pricing out the fans that were here.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
They're pricing out the fans that were here through the world.
Who the fuck are you?
Through 2017? Like the worst year, we were here for that. We sat through that. We sat through fucking Katie Vick. We sat through fucking Big Show's dad's funeral. We sat through, I could be here all fucking day. We sat through that to be told, we're going to scalp you guys for 3 times the price for half the seat. Where you were sitting for a decent price 4 years ago, fuck you. You're going to pay 3 times that price to be up in the nosebleeds because fuck you. You're not who we want. You're not an influencer, so we don't give a fuck. You don't have $1,000 for a nosebleed? Go fuck yourself.
Get him.
That's how it feels. Piss promotion of the week, piss promotion of the year. They're so anti-consumer that it's ridiculous. I'm not even going to get into the fucking weird products that WWE slaps their fucking logo on for people to fucking buy that no one fucking buys.
You mean cock slap their logo on?
Exactly. So as far as I'm concerned, piss match of the week, fuck that. Piss promotion of the year. WWE and TKO. Coming from like AEW's #1 hater is crazy. Thank you, Katie. I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of you.
Because that was my fucking sentiments exactly. You're basically sticking it up everyone's ass. And I mean, at this point, you'd have to do something like this. I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd practically have to rob a bank. Oh, trust me, KB sent this to me. Now, hold up. That's actually, Nick, what they charged 15 years ago in Atlanta, but here's what you got. Here was the trade-off. Tickets to Raw, tickets to SmackDown, tickets to the Hall of Fame, premium early entry into all the fan access, all 4 days, hotel accommodations, collectible chair, and even VIP treatment at this stadium. You got a lot for that amount of money. So that made sense in Atlanta. Now, 15 years later, KB's right, and so are you. We are getting butt fucked with no asking us out to dinner, no courtesy of lube, and not even a fucking reach around. Like, what in the flying?
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
I mean, shit. They have now chosen to go to the one place the old man refused because he was smart to know what got him there. So, overall, before we get to the break, I'm only going to say this. They are now catering to the casual fan. I am warning you, and I'm going to take the center spotlight from them. I am warning every fucking fan all over. If this does not smell like WCW, You have to be doing 7-8 balls of blow. Now, mind you, not saying they're identical. Oh, yeah, I could go to the casino, the strip club, the nightclub. I got a lot of shit I can do. But my point is this. There are fucking key elements that reek of WCW. So mark my words. They don't cut this shit. I promise. TKO is going to seriously start rethinking some things. And I know some fans will be happy. I know a lot of fans will get pissed. But it would have to force the hand of one man to retake control. I know a lot of you don't like that. But it would be the only way to save it. Because even if Hunter took the helm, if this old fart retook creative, we're fucked. That would be the only issue. You would need the chairman to retake the reins on that aspect. Let Hunter cook, but have better people around him. Get Bruce out of there. Keep Heyman. Keep Road Dogg. And then maybe one other person. Make it 4. 2 for Raw, 2 for SmackDown, and Hunter. That's all you fucking need. And Heyman. So a total of 6, 3 per show.
Yeah.
Because you got Shawn handling NXT and he's doing fine. But, and you're not wrong. But folks, you know, we're going to get into that second half after the break. Because guess what? We're going to talk about what if Edge never evolved into the rated R superstar. And we're going to close it out with what really grinds my gears, because I know the birthday boy wants to celebrate, and it's only fair that he gets to enjoy his special day, whether it's a libation, a nice steak dinner, partying with friends, you know, maybe having a Valentine's Day one day later. You never know.
I wish you could be here, brother.
Uh-huh. But my point is this. Stick around, because the grind our gears to close us out. Make sure you packed yourselves a snack, a libation or two, and that big fat blunt, because you're not going to want to fucking miss this. We will see you after the break. Stay tuned.
Calling Gordon. Calling Captain James Gordon.
TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it. Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
Well, life's now a freak show. Yeah, I'm where I wanna be. Come taste the dirt, the dirt, the dirt. Ah! Ah! Supernova Wrestling. Now, I'm curious, do you guys actually know what a supernova is? A supernova is the explosion that happens when a star dies. But that is not what is going to happen here. See, my name is Tucker, and they call me the Purge Personified. They call me the Purge Personified because every time I step foot in that ring, it is absolute anarchy. As a free agent here in Supernova Wrestling, everybody is curious.
Well, we are back from the commercial break.
$120.
Yeah, they got everything. Sorry, I gotta run to my studio real quick. I'm back.
Okay. So we're gonna dive into.
I was mid smoking a bowl.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that. We just can't have it live on air, so we can't have the bowl, but we could have the blunt. If you know, you know. But anyway, so we are back.
Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, I know, First Amendment violation, my ass. But we digress. So we're going to go.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, but yeah, continue, my friend.
All right. We're going to go into something that came to me last week, and I had to think about it. You know, we've seen the retirement of the Dudley Boys, and we all love Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge. But what if something happened that would not give us the career we know? So my question this week is, what if Edge never went rated R? As we all know, Edge, alongside Christian, built a very successful tag team, and also TLC wouldn't have that without him. Now, when they eventually split around 2001, 2002, Edge would go on to tag with Hulk Hogan, tag with Rey Mysterio, have a lot of other key moments, become WCW US champion, Intercontinental champion. Then he took a nasty neck injury, came back on Raw, speared Eric Bischoff, which I still fucking laughed my ass off at. I just wish he would have knocked him the fuck out. Eventually, by 2005, we all know Lita and Matt Hardy kind of, went splidooski, and Adam Copeland kind of broke the bro code. And we all know what that began. The rise of the rated R superstar who would have his greatest rivalry with John Cena. He would become 11-time world champion. Then in 2011, after WrestleMania, he would retire because of how bad his neck truly was. In January of 2020 at the Royal Rumble, he would make his return and shock the world. Since then, he has rode a wave. He showed up a couple of years ago at WrestleDream, debuting in AEW, to have one more run alongside an old friend. Even though the two of them battled for a while over the TNT title, at one point, Christian Cage took, Abyss's lovely girlfriend, Spike. And, Christian, wake up. Now, the rated R superstar would be the very first winner of the Money in the Bank. He would cash in on John Cena. He would go on to have a hell of a rivalry with John. He would get into main event status with the likes of Triple H, Batista, and shit. As world champion in Orlando, Mania 24, he even risked taking on the streak against The Undertaker. We all know how that ended. Edge has been through hell. The thing that fucked him up was TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17. We remember the spear off the ladder. That's why he was gone. Now, when the thing happened between Lita and Matt. That, I think, was the catalyst in becoming the rated R superstar. He got calmer, more calculated on the mic. He began to embrace being a heel and finding it. And when the shit went down with him and Matt, and then Matt showed up after he got released, jumps Edge, you know the rap sheet. To me, that was the way to set it up to get him there. Mind you, Edge has held tag team gold, singles gold, world title gold. A Hall of Famer. And he's earned it. And he's in. I saw his very last match when he originally retired in 2011. When he defeated Alberto Del Rio for the world title. Here's my take. If Edge doesn't hook up with Lita after the breakup with her and Matt, I don't know if he still comes up with this. There's another woman on the roster that helps get him there. The thing with Matt Hardy worked. It helped build it and get him that. Then him and Cena having it. I don't think without that catalyst, being the inaugural Money in the Bank winner and getting finally pissed off, seducing and starting to sleep with Lita both on and off screen. All right. And then Vince seeing an opportunity and going, okay, I can put the three of us in a room, or the four of us, because Lita would have to be included, tear them all a new asshole, tell them to get their shit together. We're going to make some fucking money off of this. And as Vince said, likes to pour the gasoline on the fire every once in a while, which he did, and it made a box office can't miss. I think that is what set the tone on how he created the character. Then Lita retires. Then we go to Vicky Guerrero. Hang on.
Look, man, no one wanted Vicky. We all know it was a power move, man. Even I would, if honestly, if someone said, "Look, man."
Well, look, he tried to Alicia Fox. That was an upgrade.
Kayfabe aside, Vicky Guerrero apparently is a very nice woman, and I just want to say.
I've met her briefly. She's a sweetheart.
And
she looks phenomenal.
That too. I was gonna say she's not even that ugly. The way that they portrayed her on screen, what did not help they were pushing the image, was what I'm saying. But if you told me, brother, if you sleep with Vicky Guerrero, you will get the World Heavyweight Championship, I think I would take that. If you said World Heavyweight Championship, all you got to do is 3 minutes in bed with Vicky Guerrero, I got you. I'll give you 3.5.
Now,
I know someone in these comments agrees. Think about it. And I'm not even talking about the new belts. I'm talking about the classic big gold.
I know that, but I'm still trying to.
They are trash. Horrible.
Since we're talking about Edge, you know what little clip that we need for the show? I think it was right after he won the first time the WWE Championship. It might have been time
when he cashed in after Cena was in that bloodbath of an elimination chamber.
I think it was the Monday night after, or it was either that or when he retained it. He was talking to the crowd and he goes, "You're wrong." And then he hops out of the ring and he starts pointing at random people. "You were wrong. You're wrong. Oh, you were very wrong." We need that clip.
I'll have to see if I can ever find it.
I'll look for it and send it to you.
All right. I'm going to say this, and I want the chat to chime in. If
I know KB's watching, are you telling me you wouldn't clap Vicky Guerrero for a 6-month World Heavyweight title reign? You know what? That's fair. I got to give him that.
Mad facts, mad love.
And he was fast with that, too.
I'm just going to say this. His daughter, Shawl, even though they're estranged with Vicky, I'd sleep with Shaw. She's gorgeous. She's hot.
I'd sleep with Eddie.
Oh yeah, like a pony.
All right. I'll sleep with Eddie's son, Dom.
How much money on the line?
How much money on the line? Man, I'd have to pay him.
Dom. Huh?
I'd pay him. Are you kidding?
Wait.
I swear.
Police! Help! Police!
I'm like
I got nothing.
every week I say shit that just actively ages Eric just a little bit more, just a little faster every time.
See my fucking hair?
Every week I stress him out.
Son of a bitch. Still love you, motherfucker. Anyway,
I love you too, brother.
I will say this. I think here's what happens. Hypothetical. If he doesn't evolve that character, he doesn't hit the main event. He stays mid-card.
I disagree.
Hang on. I think he and Christian get another tag run, and then he gets the big shot. He figures out something different. But without the rated R superstar, we don't get Metalingus. We don't get him trying to defeat the streak. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
We both do. My issue is this. Do I think he hits the main event? Yeah, but he doesn't hit it as fast as he did. I can
agree. I can agree with that.
I don't think Vince sees the vision, no pun intended, of the rated R superstar. He sees something different for Edge. We get another run with him and Christian, whether that's opponents or tag, and then he hits main event.
Hear me out.
Okay. Here's why I say this.
Yeah.
Things. Lita played the biggest fucking role in bringing that to life. You know it. The boss knows it. KB knows it. We fans who have been watching this for so many years know that. I think if she's not involved, that doesn't happen.
I'm not going to sit here and act like she wasn't important to that piece of his history, but let me just get all this out real quick because I want to say my spiel. It kind of aligns with yours a little bit, but not entirely. So
okay,
the way I see it, because same thing with Triple H, but at least with Edge, me saying I'm an Edge glazer, I can defend it, number one. And number two, most people will agree because Edge is fantastic. Adam Copeland, whoever. I met him as a child. He is the man. I actually completely ignored Christian during that interaction, and I feel bad about it to this day, and I hope I run into Christian to apologize.
I have met Christian briefly in passing because he was running late, but I just simply said thank you. He goes, I want to stop, but if I don't move my ass, I'm stuck here till tomorrow and I got to be somewhere in the morning. And I'm going, you got to make a shot. He goes, how'd you know? I said, I ain't stupid.
See, I love him. Well, when I was a kid, I was like 4 or 5. My uncle called me. He's like, hey, I'm at the gym and there's wrestlers here. So he picked me up and I waited outside. I met Kane. He was very nice. I met Chris Benoit.
He's a teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, he's sweet. I met Chris Benoit. After he won the belt. He let me hold the big gold, and I mean, it's the prettiest belt in the world, but that's why it's my favorite belt of all time. I swear I met Dean Malenko, but he when I asked him if he was a wrestler, he said no. But
he's always kayfabe in the HJ, you know that.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a Chris Jericho. I don't know. Like you had regular action figures with the articulate movement. I had this weird rubber one that was Chris Jericho. And I was like 4 or 5, so I couldn't tell the difference between one long-haired blonde dude and another. So I saw 2 long-haired blonde dudes walking down the street, and I was like, "Are you Chris Jericho?" And he goes, "No, I hate that guy." It was Edge. He goes, "No, I hate that guy." And he signed a piece of paper for me, and I completely ignored Christian, and I feel bad about it to this day. Anyway, back to the whole point of this conversation. I can see that his career would have went a completely different trajectory, but I feel as though his run with Christian showed so much potential. We already know how Vince McMahon felt about Christian. It was very unfair because Christian deserved so much more than he got. Because he could go, he was great on the mic, but for some reason, Vince even said if he could put a blue dot over his face during promos, he would. So we all know how he feels about that. But I feel like the Edge and Christian era showed the groundwork that Edge can go, Edge can encapsulate a crowd, and Edge is great on the mic, whether it's in front of them or in a promo, like backstage. So I think he was already destined to go there eventually once they dropped Christian. I think that the Rated R Superstar, we might have gotten a different version of it, but we all know the best wrestlers in the business are the ones that take their own personality and just crank it to 10. I feel like the Rated R Superstar was already up here in his mind. He already had that in the groundwork. He just needed a catalyst to get there. Now, the only thing is, the Edge Lita Matt situation, it was naturally made, so that just makes it even more, it's like the steak is even more buttery, you know what I'm saying? So they just took that and ran with it. So if you have such a great idea and great personality and can find a way to make that overdrive kick in to turn on the burner, that was the greatest fucking burner turn on in history, in my opinion, because everyone instantly hated him. But I think that he would have gotten there one way or another. I don't know how he would have gotten that crazy of heat as a heel, but I can see him definitely turning heel. I can definitely see him having some sort of run with John Cena. It might not have been the end-all be-all rivalry when you think of both of them. When you think of Edge or you think of John Cena, you think of Edge. When you think of Edge, you think John Cena. So I don't think it would have been that level, but I do think they would have had some scuffles. Same thing with like CM Punk. Like, I don't really think of many Edge CM Punk matches, but I'm sure they had scuffles. You know what I mean? It would have been kind of a brush under. He might have had a different arch rival, is what I'm saying to that. But he definitely would have had a Hall of Fame worthy career. He definitely would have had, in my opinion, multiple world titles just because he was that damn good in the ring and he was that damn good on the mic to the crowd. Even when you hated him, you still loved him. It's crazy. So I don't know about that. The one thing that keeps sticking in my mind that you said, like, we might not have gotten, I agree, we probably might not have gotten it, but if he could still get that same level of heat without having the whole Matt and Lita love triangle fucking debacle, I don't know if we would have gotten the Undertaker match. But then again, we've seen some really fucking bogus Undertaker WrestleMania matches. So
Giant Gonzalez, need we say more?
Exactly. There's others, but that's the only one you need. I hope that all this was like coherent. Like,
we call the Giant Gonzalez who booked this shit.
Big man in weird man suit. That works.
Or as we like to call it, time to get rid of these man boobs. Thank you. One. Oh. I was hoping we wouldn't talk about that. I was hoping we weren't going to talk about that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot he went against A-Train.
Overall, I do see your point to a degree, but like I said, Lita is truly the catalyst. If she's not there, I don't think he gets there as quickly as he did. I think it's another 2 or 3 years before he does.
I mean, it's undoubtable that was a fire starter. It's well, that's the thing though, because we live in this timeline, so we see that as the catalyst. But if we were in a different timeline, we'd be like, oh, when Edge got fucked over in the world title scene and he smacked Mae Young in the face and turned heel, that was the catalyst, man. Like, it could be something.
I remember
like
that. I remember that. I was dying of laughter. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was pissing in my pants. I'll leave it at that. But this is the other piece. Ooh, let's leave it at that. Let's leave that one for that.
Hey. We don't show disrespect to Mark Henry in this house. The Hall of Pain was enough.
Hall of Pain, baby.
With that salmon jacket.
Yeah. Now, listen. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Okay. To me, I don't think if Edge becomes the rated R superstar, he doesn't get the Hall of Fame as quick, the year after he retires. I don't think, he shows up in AEW to work with Dax and Cash and Christian again. I think he stays retired, ends up marrying Beth Phoenix, has the 2 kids, obviously. But I think there are parts of his career that do not take place. And that to me, because the biggest rival,
but it would have been someone else, is what my point was. Oh, but really quick,
I think it wouldn't have been as great as it was.
Is it insensitive? Actually, it's good. Not only is it insensitive, I'm asking you 2 questions. Is it insensitive to say, number 1, and number 2, do you think that it's wrong though do you think that he would have still gotten it in that quick of time? Is it insensitive to say that he got the Hall of Fame so quickly because of his injury? And 2, do you think if he just retired that they would have given him the Hall of Fame that quickly?
I think, okay, so that's a good one. I think that could be. Again, if we're looking at an alternate timeline here, yeah. And
who do you think his number 1 rival would be, if not John Cena? If we're in the alternate timeline, I could see a Randy Orton.
No, remember, Randy's on a roll with Cena. He's on a roll with Hunter. And we know what he's capable of against Taker. So there was that. I don't know. You wouldn't want to keep overplaying anything with Matt Hardy. I don't know. If I look at that roster, I really don't know. Because remember,
the thing is, him and Cena wrestled so many times and it never felt overplayed. But when you said,
because
you could overplay, but when you said it could be overplayed with Matt Hardy, I could see it and I agreed with you. But it's crazy because I couldn't see it be overplayed with Cena. That's the thing. I could see that match 30 times a week, and I'd still love to see Cena versus Edge.
I agree.
Cena, Taker, Batista. Yeah. His feud with Taker was pretty top tier.
Oh my God, they did. Ooh.
I might have to rewatch that whole saga.
KB's got one. I don't know.
KB said absolutely not, but I don't know what question you were answering to, my man.
Something that I probably mentioned. Look at what he's mentioning for the rival.
Jericho, yeah, but he left for a minute, and then when he came back, it was so late. Like, he was already doing the rated R superstar thing way before that.
Well, this is the thing. Jericho left right around the time that started building up. He left the month before all that shit started. So the heel run for Edge was starting to gain traction. He had already left. And by the time he got back, remember, Jericho's on Raw. Where the fuck is Edge? He's on SmackDown. So to me,
the true A show.
I do see where KB's coming from, but at the same time, this is so tricky. So this is why I proposed this what if, because it now asks you to look into history, and you say to yourself, "Wait a minute," and that's what I'm getting at now. In closing, because I know you want to celebrate your birthday, and that's why.
This is a fun conversation, though.
Oh, fuck yeah, absolutely. We could do this for days. Here's how, if he doesn't have what happened between him, Matt, and Lita.
Yeah.
Thank you. He just Blackheart just took the words right out of my goddamn mouth. Sorry, I have to get up a minute, folks. But yeah,
correct.
That's right. Edge can't be solo if 4 are only good solo rivalries.
He's right. I mean, even with the title reigns.
Look. Blackheart's reading my goddamn mind right now. Quit doing that. You're making me age faster than Neck is.
No, I agree. But I think he would have went to the Hall of Fame. I think he would have went to the Hall of Fame by himself. I'm saying his career would have been similar. He just wouldn't have had John Cena as his main rival. It might have been a Batista. It might have been a CM Punk. It might have been who knows. It might have been a talent that doesn't even exist in our universe. So what I'm saying is, in this alternate timeline, I still feel like with his career with Edge and Christian, it proved that he is capable of doing it on his own. And we all, again, know how Vince McMahon felt about Christian. So they would have given him that shot eventually. And the Rated R Superstar might not have been what we thought it was or know it as now. But like I said, every great wrestler is an extension of themselves cranked up to the maximum. So I feel like some form of the Rated R Superstar was always in there. So even if we didn't have the catalyst, again, I think there would have been a catalyst that made him switch over to some form of the Rated R Superstar. We just didn't have something so natural or as great as Lita and the Love Triangle. So that was the best catalyst we could think of, and it was in our timeline. So I'm thinking of alternatively, I feel like the character in himself was going to come out as long as he gained that trust from the higher ups like Vince McMahon, and that's what the whole Edge and Christian era was. And then the singles title runs was proving that he can do it. But the natural storyline with Lita and Matt Hardy made the heel character come out way faster and way stronger, and it was just the catalyst. So even as a babyface, he can pull as a babyface. I feel like he still would have had the title runs. The only thing I'm still up in the air about, but then again, you kind of kiboshed it when you told me about Boss Man and all these other people. So yeah, I don't even worry about the Undertaker match anymore. I feel like the title reigns would have still happened. Actually, not only would the title reigns might have still happened, he might not have got fucking injured by Alberto Del Rio. So we'll say in this alternate timeline, he doesn't. So because we're talking about whether or not he gets into the Hall of Fame because of his injury, right? So in this alternate timeline, I still think he's going to have these title reigns. He might have more because he doesn't get injured by Alberto fucking Del Rio, who I fucking despise. I think on the merit on the checklist, he would still get into the Hall of Fame. But similar to look how long it took fucking Undertaker to get in, I think it would have been like way down the road, like maybe like 10, 15 years after he retires. You know what I mean? That's what I personally think. But the neck injury, they're like, fuck, we got to do this right now.
Right.
Also, we got to just put some respect on Christian's name.
Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. In closing here, same for the Hardys. Ooh, valid point. Christian's the better wrestler.
Yes.
Edge is the better character. That's why they gelled so much.
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
To be clear, though, that doesn't mean that Edge is bad in the ring. He's fantastic. But yes, Christian is. He just is. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and by the way, with all that stuff that Edge is doing, Christian's taking some much-needed rest and recovery because there's something coming down the pike. And, hey, Mama Wayne, when you gonna let me hit it?
Bro, he's been the stepfather of the year for the last, 5 years at this point.
All I'm gonna say is, Mama Wayne. Yeah, damn. Hang on. I think but I digress. Overall, absolutely. The characters have gone strong. Everything's been solid. You can't dispute that one iota. So in closing, I think Blackheart makes a valid point.
Yeah.
Edge is the better character. Christian's the better performer in terms of a wrestler. The only issue is, how does this play out? You get what I'm saying?
If only
one moment, if other than the neck coming back from the neck injury, being IC champ, putting him in the main event situations, etc., if the shit with Matt and Lita doesn't happen and he doesn't slide in and break the bro code, I don't think you get the true. You get where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah.
So let's leave it at that. We got one more thing to go, but before we do, next week, I'm going to make this announcement, considering the fact that the boss man gave us the skivvy. We are going to have an interview next week, and it will be with a new talent coming into Supernova by the name of Gunnar Moody. So check him out, folks. That is breaking. Next week, we will have a very special interview, but in the second half of the program will be a moment in pro wrestling history. And would you like to know what entered my mind? It was the 90s. It was, oh, wow. I could see that. I think
Yeah.
that's what happened. So it was the 90s.
And Kristen, yeah.
Right. It was ECW. There was this young up-and-comer named Tommy Dreamer who Singapore caned the man we know as the hardcore icon in both eyes, making him go blind, only for us to get all swerved. Sandman just unleashing hell. The reason that's a moment in pro wrestling history is because it would set the tone for Tommy Dreamer's career and the Sandman's career, and how ECW would gain the momentum and the notoriety that they have been known, loved, and respected for, even to this day. That is where I'm going to start. Excuse me, sir, can I have another? Animal House, baby. But now, to end this show today, I got to ask this question. Nick, I'm going to let you start because it's your birthday. We're going to want to know what PETA thinks about it. So, birthday boy, you want to tell the good people at home what really grinds your gears, and feel free to channel your inner PETA.
Hey, Lois.
Damn it.
Hey, Lois. You know what really grinds my gears? You know, we're gonna go with some birthday shit, I suppose. You know what really fucking grinds my gears? And no hate to the family that does this, even though they know I don't like social shit. Those places that when it's your birthday, you know what? Prime example to anyone who's been in a Texas Roadhouse, they're great, but not a sponsor. The motherfuckers that make you sit on
that.
The motherfuckers that make you sit on a saddle and they start singing and clapping hands, don't do that.
What?
I said, don't do that. And don't you do that fucking yeehaw shit. I hate having the idea of having a whole restaurant looking at me makes me so fucking uncomfortable. My skin crawls. I love Texas Roadhouse. I think they're great. And I've been there for my birthday once, and it was great. I didn't know about the saddle thing. I didn't.
I did, and I refused.
I didn't fucking. Well, I wasn't gonna in front of my mother. So my poor mother paid.
My parents and I still said no.
My poor mother paid for this, and I was going to do it. So I did get a little bit of revenge. I didn't hit him hard or on purpose, but like when I lifted my leg off, I accidentally hit one of the homies, one of the restaurant workers in the tummy a little bit. I said sorry, but he's like, it's all right, I get it. Yes.
You don't get free ice cream and perks.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna do this one from my mom because her birthday has passed. But since we're talking,
Yeah.
but since we're talking about what grinds my gears when it comes to birthday stuff, my mom's birthday is Christmas Eve,
Oh
and you
boy.
know what that means for the Christmas babies? That means you get one gift. You get one gift paraded as two. What kind of bullshit is that?
You don't get double the Christmas presents. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. My mom gets fucked over because her birthday is the day before Jesus's. Get fucked. Get my mom two gifts.
Hey.
Get my mother two gifts.
Yes, Sandal. Do what you
Yeah.
Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Now, as far as wrestling goes, I feel like I kind of went off earlier with my piss promotion. So I ain't got nothing more to say other than fire! Bruce Pritchard.
Got your ass.
Well, I guess it's my turn to say a few words. You want to know what really grinds my gears? Saying that Booker T is the worst announcer of 2025. Wrestling Observer, kiss my fat ass. Booker T is actually a good, decent commentator. The fact that you had the audacity to say that, if I find out you pulled the R card, I'm going to be pissed. So,
Shucky.
Dave Meltzer, you ain't shit. We've roasted you before, and I almost forget. Shit. For the congregation in the back. Ain't shit.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Okay, the fact of the matter is, some of you, Dave Meltzer, you have been an ass kiss for I don't know how many years through any promotion, whether it was WWE, AEW, TNA, your mama tossing you salad, whatever the hell the case may be. I digress. You mutant child of Vince Russo and Disco Inferno. Yes.
Damn.
Okay. What grinds my gears is taking the AEW Women's Championship off of Chris Statlander and putting it on Thekla. That kind of didn't make sense at first because I'm sitting there going, that's almost like taking it off and putting it on Miss Mercedes there, who we will be seeing in the not too distant future. She will be coming back. Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh. I mean, look at Roman's face. He's like, this is bullshit.
You know, maybe if Booker T announced in the Tokyo Dome, he would be considered a better announcer.
Yeah, because we know Meltzer likes to. Okay, Anna J, I would like to. Her and Bailey. Need I say more? I'll put it to you like this. There's other talent that deserves some of these. That grinds my gears. What also grinds my gears is a title change that doesn't add up. I understood the Kyle Fletcher one, and for the record, I have seen his custom belt. It looks like Pepto-Bismol bottles fell all over the strap. Blech. I'll leave it at that. What really upsets me is, okay, and Nick, you might agree on some of this. Having politics get into pro wrestling when I'm watching pro wrestling so I don't have to hear that shit all fucking day. Yes, you have a right to say what you say. I have no problem with not censoring it and whatnot. But
in what aspect are you talking?
The you know what chance?
Oh no, dude. I agree with that, especially since WWE is a MAGA company. So
what did I say?
No, but I'm saying it's like the crowd has a right to do what they want to do.
Wait.
And I respect, regardless of the message, I
Look at
respect that
KB, look at
AEW
KB
allowed it.
before we get Nick, before we continue, look at KB's comment.
Fucking A. Where's the 30-second flavor, buddy boy?
Uh-huh. But I watch pro wrestling to get away from all that crap. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, regardless of the messaging, which I personally agree with the messaging, I respect the hell out of AEW for allowing it.
I mean, I respect no matter what promotion in the First Amendment. My issue
Plus,
is
WWE is censoring the crowd and dubbing the crowd. So
half the time I'm not watching it. I'm just getting the highlights because the booking has gotten so stale. I can't. I'll go nuts.
Oh, you think I watch Raw weekly?
I don't even watch SmackDown. I already have an idea of what's coming. You think when I found out Jordan Grace was going to challenge Jade, I was like, yep, they're going to fuck it up. And they did.
Oh, well, you could assume that about anything when it comes to WWE, dude.
Well, look at what they're doing to Jade. Look, yeah. No. Change that to Skittles. Change that to Skittles, and you'll know why I said that. Change that to tropical Skittles, okay? I'll leave you with that.
That's good.
But this is the thing. Again, I'm not saying I'm not saying you don't have the right to. I'm okay with that. I don't want to hear it when I'm watching. That's all. I want to get away from all the everyday life.
I can respect your opinion on that.
I'm not
at the same time,
guys, on the other aspect of it. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. I respect your opinion. What you
get where I'm coming from.
I get where you're coming from, where you want escapism, but at the same time, we're kind of in a turmoil set timeline where we can't really be that. I'm going to be real with you, like, regardless of how people feel about that, whether because I like it and you weren't a fan of it, like, regardless of how we feel about it, that is a pivotal moment in history. Actually, as stupid as this may sound, because it is just professional wrestling.
Hold on. We got breaking news, Nick. Cain Velasquez is being released early from jail after new evidence has proven not only his innocence, but he had a valid right to do what he did.
Good. He should be free anyway.
A couple of years.
Good. He should be free anyway. He did the right thing. But
great.
When you look back 10 years from now, that moment is not only going to be a moment in WWE or not WWE in wrestling history, I should say.
Right.
That's going to be a moment in history. Period.
No. And I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay. What I'm just saying, what's really grinding my gears is I want the escapism. I'm not saying nobody has the right. You all do. It's in the Constitution. I have no beef. I've always been in the middle, and I'll leave it at that. My problem is, can we leave it for 2 hours? All I'm asking, 2 hours.
When we see Triple H at like Senate meetings and shit,
I'm not saying you don't have to do that. I'm not saying you don't have to go ahead and do that. But what I'm saying is, when we're tuning into AEW, which I don't mind.
What did you want them to do? Silence the crowd?
No, I didn't say silence the crowd. I'm just saying, do we have to do that? Can we just enjoy the stories? And then
AEW had nothing
to
do with that.
Whoa, he's right.
Pardon, Larry Hoover.
I mean, we could.
Look, man, if you kill a rapist, you should be free, in my mind. So.
Absolutely. If you kill a pedo, free.
Yep, you should be free.
Exactly.
Without a doubt.
And here's another thing that really grinds my gears, Peter.
You know what we should do? For the drug offenders.
Want to know what grinds my gears? No, I'm kidding.
For the drug offenders
and boobs.
for the dudes that are doing like 20 years for weed from like 10 years ago before it was legalized or whatever, we should have a bounty system where, like, all right, you go kill like 3 pedophiles, we will not only take away the rest of your sentence, we will give you money.
Oh, you want to know what? For all the illegals, and I use that term loosely, you know this. You know what I would do? I set up a whole new program. You want to know what I do? Oh, that would be great. Oh, Ooh. Ooh. Here's what you do. You tell them, okay, so you want your green papers?
Well, there goes there goes half of Congress, dude.
Fine by me. So here's what we do. Fine by me. They're fucked up as is. So, Nick, here's my idea. This is what I can take from grind my gears and make sense of it. So for the illegals, I'm using the Dr. Evil quotes.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what we do. You want your papers? Okay, that's fine. But here's what you got to do to get them. We're going to give you, okay, we are going to give you some arsenal. We're going to give you a list of all the pedos, big name, and ones that are still serving life sentences. We're going to give you an X number. Hang on. We're going to give you an X number to send to Lucifer. And upon confirmation and completion, we will expedite your green card paperwork.
We require a pinky finger from every one of them for proof.
I got one better because you can't fake it. You know, pull out a tooth, dental.
No, we need the whole body for proof, actually. We need to make sure they're gone.
KB for president, I'd run on that card.
I'd vote for a KB. If you can run on this platform that we're pitching to you.
Okay, but that's what I would do. You want to know what else really grinds my gears? Nick said it best. TKO. You're spitting in our face. You're shooting yourself in the foot despite your face with ticket prices. You need an enema. Grab and tickle the prostate, the prostate, and get your shit together. Okay? Hunter, what grinds my gears is your formula smells like your father-in-law from the early 90s before Vince Russo had to give him a kick in the taint to get his head out of his ass and attack it on a whole different level. What grinds my gears is you sound a whole new era every other week. Suck my fat left nut. Bullshit.
Does that imply that the right one is skinny?
No comment. You fucked Karrion Kross. You shit the bed with Tommaso. You have now shit the bed with Gargano. You've lost some of your NXT children who have gone to AEW and done great. You want to know what also grinds my gears the most? Is Sky Blue has not won singles gold. I'd vote for that. Make me Secretary of the Treasury. We'll get this shit together.
You know what really grinds my gears? That there was once a wrestler named Blue Pants.
Oh, Leva Bates?
Yeah.
I will tell you something. If you watch her shit from the indies, she's actually fucking gifted.
Oh, it's nothing against her. It's the fact that they did that to her.
No, she actually came up with that part herself.
Never mind.
Well, no, because at the time in the indies, there were 2 Leva Bateses.
But why Blue Pants?
It's something that started with the fans because she came out in an all blue outfit once. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show this, Nick. I'm sorry. You know where this is going, right?
Naked Midian.
But what really grinds my gears the most is some of these Observer Awards mean nothing. They're trash. The dirt sheet authors are trash. Total trash. Here's the rub. I may not agree with this motherfucker on everything. But Vince Russo makes a valid point. This
All right.
makes no fucking sense. None.
Still crazy to say, but yeah.
Dude, do you not know the BWO?
I'd rather be a blue meanie than blue pant. Pant? One
Pant.
pant?
At least it was, hey, it could have been blue thong.
I'd rather see it.
Giggity. But, you know, Sky Blue's got talent, and it's a fucking crime that she has not had singles gold. Shit. Julia Hart coming in with the fucking cheerleader gimmick ends up sitting under the learning tree of Aleister Black and the rest of the House of Black, and she ends up being TNT champion.
Where's he been?
Who?
Aleister Black.
He walked Zelina out Friday night, and guess what? He's preparing to go after Randy. They're beginning to build him into a main eventer.
At least he's doing something. Fuck, finally.
Yeah. But you want to know what pisses me off the most? I'm saying Sky Blue has rarely, ever fucking had a title shot, and she's come close. See what the girl's got. She should get the opportunity. She's put in work. We know she's capable in the indies. Some talent that you seem to underestimate end up becoming badasses. Okay, let me put it this way. Why put Undertaker on a motorcycle? Because, dude, it's called He Was Wrestling's Madonna. Hi. Wrestling's version of Madonna. He knew how to evolve with the times.
Move in.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Move in and move out. Hands up, hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Keep rolling.
He was wrestling's Vogue.
And Limp Bizkit was WWE's favorite band at one point.
Damn straight. I wish they'd bring them back. But the point is this. There are some talent that we underestimate. No shit. Even at her age, I'm beginning to wonder what the fuck.
I've heard something like, I think she kissed Drake, and he said that she tasted like just old stale. So, no to that.
I think
he said her mouth was decrepit tasting. So
I mean, if Madonna was 30 years younger and had a Brazilian ass, we'd get something like this.
Dude, if she was 30 years younger, she'd be like 80. Isn't she like 146 or something?
I don't know. She's in her 60s or so, and she hasn't aged as well as I would have expected. Apparently, she got plastic surgery up the yin yang, and it looks like shit.
I'd still bang the shit out of Paula Abdul, though. American Idol, call me.
Damn straight.
No, not to sing, just to talk to Paula.
Damn straight, I would too. In closing, right, the biggest issue that grinds my gears the most is that, and I'm guilty of it to an extent, but you have some fans out there that have nothing. Hang on. She was enough for The Undertaker. And I'm talking Michelle McCool.
But was she blue pants?
Da, 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 da. Although you had to admit that fucking theme song when she would come out, that was kind of catchy. Come on.
Are we talking about blue pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It was catchy. Come on, man. Hang on. So, to Anna J and Bailey, I got a question. Fine, we'll throw Miss Parker in it. When you gonna let me clap it, Miss Parker, Bailey, and Anna J? All right. Giggity, 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 goo. But overall, what truly grinds my gears, back to the point, is internet. There's lots of internet fans who have nothing better to do than to shit on every little fucking thing instead of finding the stuff that they love. All they do is shit on one promotion or the other. MJF said it best. If you're not checking us out, you're not seeing me, and that's a fucking crime. But more importantly, you're not expanding your horizons. You're not giving yourself open to new things. And that's not doing you a service. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, you want to know what the second thing is? We have an abundance of talent in the women's division. And some of them, I do not know what the fuck that was with Jade Cargill, and I am not thrilled. All due respect, and I think you'll agree, get the fucking belt off her. This is about to backfire.
I agree.
Jay and her have confirmed they're not dating.
Jay? You mean Naomi and Jay?
Yeah. Listen.
Bro, look, I hate WWE Unreal, but bro, that dude is a pussy hound for Naomi, bro. Like, there's so many clips of him.
No, that's Jimmy's wife.
That's Jimmy's wife? Oh, dude, I forgot. Yeah. I thought, no. Then who's Jay married to? Isn't he married to a superstar too?
No, he has a kid with somebody outside of the business, but they split.
Really? Oh, shit. I thought they were both married to someone in the business.
Well, as I said at the start of the show, we had the inspiration joining AEW. For those who do not know, Cassie Lee is married to Shawn Spears. Apparently, Jessie McKay, or Billie Kay when she was in the WWE, she's in MILF mode. She's the mama. But she married a dude like Trish Stratus did out of the business. Smart move.
How do you even fucking meet someone?
Duh.
That's, yeah.
I mean, I'll say this about Mercedes. Monet.
I miss the rear view.
Enough said. I'll leave it at that. But folks, that's what grinds our gears this week.
Damn.
Wait.
Damn.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
That's fucked up.
But yep, I agree with Blackheart. Naomi's always had a fat ass. But
yeah,
I'm gonna say that grinds my gears the most. Oh, and by the way, since you want to talk about OnlyFans material, I know Blackheart gonna get pissed. I don't give a shit. But he wants to say that. Same thing can be said for one Nikita Lyons. I fucking said it.
Well, I mean,
okay?
Yeah.
Cora Jade did it. Paige Van Zant did it.
I hate to do it to you, boss, but Nikita Lyons isn't good in the ring.
Yeah, she's OF material too. So we're going to stop right there. Yeah, no shit. And if they're going on each other, forget about it. Y'all already know what'll happen. Guys will be gooing all over the place, and it's going to be like, fuck, I got to go fucking fix the goddamn strip club glory holes and clean them out again. This is bullshit. I don't get paid enough for this crap.
Got your ass.
But that concludes this episode of the Wrestling Asylum, starring yours truly and my good friend and co-host here, the birthday boy, Mr. Neko. So, Nick, I know it's about that time. You're wanting to get ready to get out of here because you got a birthday to enjoy.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure to have you on here. Next week, like I said, next week we're going to have an interview, and it's been a while since we had one on the program. Guys, you're going to want to tune in next week because guess what? Joining Supernova wrestling in the coming weeks will be Gunnar Moody as he shows up to debut in SNW. So you're going to want to tune in next week because we're going to have a lot to talk about with him. And then after the break, like I said, we're going to talk about Tommy Dreamer and the Sandman setting the tone for not only their story, but I might just hint at the analyze this segment in 2 weeks when I bring up a controversial match where one Olympic gold medalist happened to be in the audience and all shitstorm almost broke loose the night Raven crucified the Sandman. That might happen in 2 weeks. It might wait later. You never know with me. But folks, remember, do us the favor to help keep the bills on. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified. Check out the link tree. Check out the brand ambassadors, Swift and W Energy. Check out Habits 365 Clothing and Okazi Clothing. Don't forget 10 or 15% off with the OTTR Mob promo code. Also, check out the Bonfire store. Get some merch. Show some love. Help me keep the fucking bills on. Nick, what are you going to be doing the rest of the day? We are wrapping up, Mr. Souls. This has been about pro wrestling this week. Check out the description if you want after the show, if you want to watch from the beginning. But, Nick, what are you going to do for the rest of the day to enjoy your birthday? And look forward to next week.
Not really sure. I don't know what the plans are, but I do know once this is done, I'm going to go get really high. So,
wait, you're going to be like Tally? You want to get high? I'm going to get a little high. But
no, man, I don't get a little high. I got really high.
You want to get high? I want to get really smoky high. I don't smoke weed. I know this. But we're going to get you high today because it's Sunday, it's your birthday, and you ain't got shit to do.
Exactly. But this has been a good week. It's been a good show, and I look forward to next week. We got to get some good interview questions going.
Yep. But just to give a heads up, crap, now I lost my train of thought. I'll figure it out in due time. But you know me, I'm always around this place. I'm always thinking of new things to discuss. I'm always trying to create a little anarchy. And, well, you know. You know, I'm always hitting the club when you least expect it. But make sure you check out our friends, the Pod Mob Men, led by the boss, Blackheart. Check out Blackheart's Angels if you missed them yesterday, and make sure you go check out our partners in crime, Hardcore Sports Network, led by Mitch. Check out all the great content they're pumping out every day of the week. Make sure you check us out every Sunday morning, 11 a.m., 10 Central, to see what chaos Nick and I are going to create this week. And I almost forgot something. You mentioned the game, the cerebral shit stain, come dumpster fire.
We do every week.
Yeah, but this is the issue. Not that long ago, a certain somebody, he showed up. You remember? Before the holiday. Well, Paul Levesque, I would recommend get your fucking shit together. I'm giving you 30 days. In 1 month, you don't. The other guy's coming. And it will be the chair for you. Your booking has gone to shit. TKO, I've never roasted a promotional company before. 30 fucking days. Or I put you both in my hot seat. And you'll get deep fried. Just bring the barbecue sauce because we're going to have a lot of spare ribs to enjoy. Capiche? So, Hunter, Nick told you to cut your shit, told TKO to suck a big dick and cut your shit, and I'm going to tell you, same fucking shit. So, with that being said, this is the Wrestling Asylum. For my co-host, Mr. Necro, I'm EJ Eric the Joker, and...
Hey, Clavis! Wake up! The show's over. Oh, yeah! Kick it!
With that being said, Nick, again, enjoy your birthday. Go get me majorly high. You want to get high? I want to get majorly high. And don't forget to bring it down. So we'll see y'all next week. If you're not down with that, well, we got too much for you.
Suck it!
See y'all